Hi, it's December the 3rd, 2012 today, and you're watching the Drudder channel. Wherever you happen to be from, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope this video is useful to you and you get some kind of enjoyment out of it. Without further ado, here we go. I'd like to talk about this gold chart. It's a logarithmic chart, which means that the increases and decreases are in percentage amounts rather than nominal, dollar amounts. So this shows a pattern of movement over time, and this goes back several years. This here is the 2008 pullback in precious metals and pretty much everything, and this is the current, was or is the current pullback. Now, as you can see, it's been trading for at least a decade in this very obvious, clear up channel. It's not very wide of a channel. There's only a few $100s separating the top from the bottom, so it's a moderately tight channel, and it's been going for a long time. So this is a channel that is legit, and among people who analyze charts and whatever, this would be the ideal situation. This is almost a guaranteed thing. Of course, nothing is guaranteed, but when you're dealing with charts, this is what you want to see. You want to see a very obvious pattern, and for something to change this, the fundamentals would have to change. The fundamentals in gold. And the fundamentals in gold are very strongly tied with the fundamentals in the dollar and the economy at large. So we're looking at either a continuation of this pattern or a total change in society and in the economy of that society. So I don't know what we're going to be seeing in the next little while, but going by this, I would have to say that gold will stay between, well, 1,500 and, looks like, I don't know, at least 2,200 up here. In fact, probably more like 2,500. So between 15 and 2,500 going forth over the next year or so, it looks like. Or a complete change in everything to do with the economy. Currency would have to become valuable again. We'd have to have actual value in our currency, and I don't see that happening. The debt problems would have to all go away, and monetary policy would have to completely change, and there is nothing like that in the works. So for me, I think gold is going to continue doing well, and it will stay in this channel unless something knocks it out of that channel. This is happening for a reason. The fundamentals are causing this move. This is inflation you're seeing here. This diagonal line of gold is essentially inflation. And that's not going to change until the factors behind inflation change. And we haven't seen any evidence of that yet. Okay, a quick look at the hourly silver chart. Pretty choppy. These is the last couple of days of action. Up, down, up, down. No clear direction. Going back on the 5-hourly, this is of course the move we've had recently. We can go back a little further even. A pretty obvious move, but now it seems that we've had a couple of tops here and didn't manage to get, up to the 35 level. And now we're suffering back down in the 33s again. So we'll go to a longer time frame. That's the daily. You can see this move here. We did make it to 35, but not above. 1, 2, 3, well, several times right after QE Infinity was announced, which was here. So we are actually now about $1 below where we were when QE Infinity was announced. And how long ago was that? That was mid-September. So all the rest of September, all of October, and all of November have now occurred. And QE to Infinity doesn't appear to have hit the silver market, or the gold market, or any of the other precious metals for that matter. But let's go back even further and see how important that 35 level really has been. We'll go back as far as this chart will allow, which is all the way back to, ironically, the top at 50. Tomorrow this won't be available, this top at 50. This chart won't show that. But for at least today, we can see on this chart anyhow, from 50 we dropped down below 35, came back up, bounced around the 35 region for a while, and then we had that move back to 44 briefly here before the plunge out of the 40s, and we've never seen that since. down to 26, up to 35, down to 26, up to 35 and pierced above, then back down to 26, up to 30, back to 26, 26, and the QE3 insiders began buying silver up back to 35 again, and QE3 was announced, which led to a sell-off down to almost 30 again, and here we are back to 34, almost 35, but couldn't break it, and back down into the 33s. So that just goes to show you this 33, 34, 35, and 36 area has been support and resistance multiple times over the past year and a half since silver went to 50 and returned back, and it's just been kind of messy, and I don't know really what else there is to say about it. We're going to continue to suffer here probably until at least the new year. I don't think there's going to be any crazy moves in December. It may be bullish, it may do well in December, I don't know, but I don't expect anything breaking out of this trend that we've been seeing the past year and a half quite yet.
We're going to have to cut back on the spending there, Martha. 16 trillion in the hole.
Yeah, 16 trillion in the hole. This was exactly 3 months ago. We were just about to hit 16 trillion in the US. Now what do we got? 16.33. So we have 16 and a third trillion. So we're a third of the way to the next trillion, which means that's been 3 months. So that means 3 times 3 is 9. That means every 9 months there's $1 trillion being added to this. Of course, that's accelerating, so it's every 9 months. Then it won't take 9 months for the next time, maybe 8 months, maybe 7 months for the next trillion. But basically, what we're saying here is something's going on, something's not right, and we're adding more than $1 trillion to the deficit every year, closer to, looks like about $1.5 trillion per year. And that's just what they're willing to say and what they're willing to show out in public, so it's even worse than that. But I think if the US came to me for a loan, I would most likely turn them away. They just don't look like they've got their financial shit together, sorry to say. Over the weekend, as a result of my Get a Job Drutter video, somebody reached out and contacted me, and he asked if he could take me to dinner, and we went on Saturday and had a good time. It was almost like we'd known each other for years in some ways. I guess he's known me for quite some time, but I'm just getting to know him. But we do have a lot in common, and it was a good time, and I wanted to thank him for that, as well as I wanted to thank him for this coin. I went up for a bit and came back, and it was sitting on the table, and he said, "It's yours." So that's really generous of him, really nice, and as he well knows, I love my silver, but I love to collect coins as well. That's sort of my slant on silver, is if I'm not stacking up bullion, I'm basically getting coins, cool coins that I like, and from different places around the world, different bit of history. This one's from Trinidad and Tobago. It was minted in 1973, and it's, as you can see, a $5 coin. What I like about it is that it's so simple. I mean, the edges are just a nice reeded edge, just a simple design of a bird, a face value, a location, and a date, and another design there. I mean, what else do you need on a coin? I just like just how simple it is. And I think it's almost an ounce of silver. I should put this on my scale and check it out, but I did a little research online. I can't find much about it. It's not a super common coin, being, you know, a few decades old now. But it was a $5 coin at some time in Trinidad and Tobago. Does anyone know anything else about it? I believe it's sterling silver, which is 92.5%, but other than that, I don't know a heck of a lot about it. I see on eBay it's going for, you know, between $40 and $60, depending on condition. There is a proof version out there. I don't believe this is the proof version, although it is in nice shape. But anyhow, I wanted to thank my friend. It was really good to meet you, and thank you very much for the gift as well, and for dinner. And even more importantly, thank you for the feedback. He gave me a lot of feedback about my channel and videos and my efforts, and he said basically, you are making a difference and you are being heard, and there are those of us out there who it resonates very, very well with. And so it was really good to hear that. You know, I don't do the channel for for any particular reason other than to get my voice heard and hopefully for it to be understood and be useful to at least somebody out there. And so, you know, it's nice to hear that confirmation now and again. So thanks again to him. Thank you for the coin and for dinner, and I hope we can chat again soon and come up with some more ideas, keep brainstorming, and keep collaborating. It was good. Here's another person I hadn't met or known anything about a week ago, but as a result of my Get a Drudder video, this guy sent me a message, and his idea for how to fund the Drudder channel is basically to give me a donation, and certainly that is one way it can be done. So I wanted to thank him for sending that donation. I'm not going to give, you know, super specific details, but it was a significant amount. It wasn't chump change or anything. I noticed this guy's from Germany, which is really cool too. That's cool to see. And, you know, he gave me some feedback on my channel, which is also quite useful. And looking at his channel, seems to be a really nice guy. I'll, you know, kind of creeping him here, but all his comments are very, I don't know what to say, very polite and very kind. He seems a very positive and friendly person. But yeah, he said he wanted to contribute with a donation, so that's, of course, absolutely one of the ways it can be done. I'm hoping to get something that's ongoing and will sort of be a source of continued influx of cash so that I can continue to produce what I want to produce and fund the channel's monetary needs as I continue to put in all my my efforts and my time as sort of my contribution to it, because as I mentioned in the video, I just don't have the funds to do that as well as to produce it and everything else. So the donation that he sent me will certainly go a long way in you know, keeping things going in the short while, and I'll continue to look for solutions in the long run. So I just wanted to say thanks to this guy, GraveKeeperDeath. Kind of a grim name, but you seem like a great guy, so thank you very much. I'm about to drive over the brand new Portman Bridge. It's the first day that it's open. It's been under construction for about 5 years, and we don't even really remember what it was like before the construction began, really, but there it is, the new bridge over there. The old bridge is still intact, but the only problem with the old bridge is that it wasn't a toll bridge, so it had to be decommissioned and slowly transitioned over to this new bridge. And today's the first day we're actually going to go over the completed, finished bridge. And what they did was they had pylons in the HOV lane for the longest time, up until this point. And now they've just removed them today, so the bridge will be nice and smooth and fast. They're building it as a faster bridge, but the speed limit's exactly the same, and I don't know how much faster it's really going to be, because you can only go so fast, and I never really had any trouble with the old bridge, except for maybe during rush hour now and then, or if there was an accident or something. But anyhow, this is the widest bridge in the world as of today, so enjoy the drive over the bridge. It's going to be so much more faster and more amazing than ever before, because we're now paying $3 every time we cross this bridge. $3 each direction. So every time you want to say, for example, go see Grandma, that's another $6 in addition to all the other taxes and fees. There's the old Port Mann Bridge. Going to be torn down in the name of progress. Wasn't making enough money. But this one is bound to make money. Look at it. Amazing. Beautiful. Something like $4 billion went into this bridge. And there you have it. We've crossed the bridge. $4 billion. Only costs you $3 every time you want to go across. And it's the bridge that you must use if you are traveling within Vancouver at all. To get from one side of the Lower Mainland to the other side, you must cross that bridge. For those of us following Sprott, you might want to go check out the link down below. This is a KingWorldNews.com article, and they also link to, where is it now? Right here. This is the interview he did with them, I guess, yesterday. But basically it says here, today billionaire Eric Sprott spoke with KingWorldNews about his latest silver offering and how much physical silver it will vacuum out of the market. He also issued further warnings on the crumbling financial system. This is the third and final in a series of interviews with Sprott, which reveals what's going on behind the scenes with the increasingly desperate Western central planners and their gold and silver price suppression scheme. As you can tell by the language, if you haven't watched KingWorldNews before, they're slightly sensationalistic in my opinion, but they do quite a few good interviews and things like that. So if you're interested in Eric Sprott, go check it out, see what he's saying currently. Looks like there's some juicy tidbits in here. I haven't listened to the audio yet, but I will be doing so. This link just came in. It was just posted in the Bullion Bugs room, so I thought I'd throw it here in the video and see what you guys thought. Da Vinci J15 and Guild F40. Just wanted to say I'm thinking of you guys both right now. Thank you very much for your friendship over the years, and I hope that continues in the future. Just a little bit of silver porn for you guys at the end. And a question: is anyone giving precious metals, silver and gold and other precious metals, for the holidays and for Christmas this year? In the past I have, and reactions are usually kind of mixed, from, you know, something like, what is this, a paperweight, to, you know, outright amazement and thanks. I think it shows that you understand the value behind precious metals, and that you are actually giving something with intrinsic value, not just something with a price tag on it. So certain people will understand that concept, and certain people it just doesn't seem to sink in. But I do like to give silver and gold at Christmas, and I know my kids are both clamoring for more to add to their small stacks, so I will be probably selecting something from my own collection here, junk silver coins from around the world and stuff, to give them, to help them out. And I see it as a teaching opportunity as well, because every time I give them something made of silver, they'll ask me what the silver price currently is. They'll ask me, you know, questions about it. Why is paper money not real money, and all that kind of stuff. So leads to good conversations, and I'm going to continue doing that this year. Just wondering if anyone else is also. And that's about it. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your week.